Warning. This video blog or vlog may contain harsh language and opinions that are not necessarily in line with YouTube or its partners or affiliates. YouTube does not openly endorse the content of this vlog. All opinions are expressly those of Ranting Ramsay and do not reflect on the opinions or values of YouTube, its affiliates, or its parent or partner companies.
Greetings, Internet people. Ranting Ramsay here. How are you all doing today? Me, I'm pretty fucking exhausted. I've been working my ass off lately, but that's not what you're here to hear about. You're here to hear about me bitching about things. And what we're bitching about today is video games, but not exactly video games themselves. As you can see by the title, we're talking about the potential. Right now, it still remains as potential for Modern Warfare 3 to be banned in the UK. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to read a little snippet of information that I found in all the little research that I did. It was the one repeated quote that kept coming up, so it's one I decided to choose, and basically here's what you have. It says Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3's reveal trailer, which shows scenes of terrorism in the London Underground, is reported to have led to calls for the game to be banned, reports the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail is comparing the London Underground scenes to the 7/7 terrorist attacks in London, with those affected unhappy about the likenesses found in Activision's guaranteed smash hit. Vivian Patterson of MediaWatch UK has, quote, concerns because, quote, these games are hyper real, adding Modern Warfare 3 is in incredibly poor taste. As we all know, though, this isn't the first time that Call of Duty has been skirted with controversy. Modern Warfare 2 was heavily criticized for some of its no Russian level, which allowed players to shoot civilians at an airport while taking on the role of a terrorist. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 will be released worldwide on November 8th. So that's the short and skinny of it. Basically, because the game has decided to depict acts of terrorism in the London Underground, which is their subway system, I believe, there are certain members of the population that are screaming that the game itself should not be available in the UK because it may bring up too many, bad memories or harsh feelings about the 7/7 terrorist attacks. And really the first thing that comes to mind for me in this whole scenario is, well, then just don't play the fucking video game. Seems like a pretty easy solution that the majority of the people that are generally the type to jump up and make some kind of noise about this kind of thing aren't even the type of person that generally plays video games to begin with. That, I think, is a pretty obvious point, that generally when you go to the sources of information for the protest groups and you look into who themselves is actually protesting this kind of thing, is generally older people who do not spend any time playing video games whatsoever, who think that this whole situation and scenario is outrageous. Once again, the base point that I bring up is, if you don't like it, don't play the fucking game. And then if you get into the parents who be like, well, I don't want my kid being exposed to this sort of terrorist mimicry, blah, 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 blah. Well, then, once again, that's what the rating systems are in place for. And if your kid's asking you for Modern Warfare 3 and you don't think the level of violence is appropriate for his or her age, don't buy them the fucking game, because they're going to need your help to get it. At least in America, especially in California. But we've touched on that before in the past. But that's the basic bottom line with this kind of thing. I don't understand why these groups are all the time coming up with, oh, well, this game should be banned, or that should be changed. It went, what was I can't remember, it was like, I don't want to say it was Homefront, or Battlefield, or one of those games where they wound up having to change at the last minute the labeling of the one of the multiplayer factions, whereas you were basically playing as Spec Ops or terrorist. It was more specifically Al-Qaeda, I believe. And then there was a whole bunch of uproar, and the video game company actually made the change. And that's really one of the saddest fucking things in this situation, is because occasionally video games cave, that people think they can make noise like this and get something done about the situation. Now, the reason that the whole Al-Qaeda terrorist thing in the other video game I was talking about, they caved because military bases pretty much said, we're not going to sell the game. And there is a significant portion of the video gaming community that is either in the military, has been in the military, or is a family member of or a dependent of someone in the military, meaning that most of their gaming stuff and shit like that is purchased at the BX or stuff like that at military facilities. So I can understand them making that decision in a fiscal vein, because they know, well, if it's not available on military bases, that's a significant percentage of our consumer base. We need to make sure that these people can definitely buy and play this game as they want to, so they made the requested change. I really can't see a ban on Modern Warfare 3 in the UK actually happening. I think there would be almost close to citizen riots in the UK if the gaming community is anything like it is here in America, which I'm sure it most likely is, because people are the same no matter what country they come from. They just have different habits. But I really can't see it being banned. I don't think anybody has anything to worry about, because that would be a major hit to retailers all over that particular country, because yeah, even if it's not just like smaller game shops like mom and pop shops, but the big chains, whatever they happen to be over there. I'm not sure if they got Best Buy or Circuit City or anything like that. I don't know. But those retailers would take way too big of a hit in profits, because we all know Modern Warfare 3 is going to be one of those games that either sets or comes extremely close to setting sales revenue records in its release day or week or whatever, because there are very few gamers that I talk to that don't like Call of Duty, and those that don't like Call of Duty like one of the other main first-person shooters, unless they're RTS people or something like that. I've never been able to get into those games. But anyway, so that's pretty much the short and skinny and long version. Well, that was extremely contradictory. I think it's simply asinine to think that Modern Warfare 3 is going to be banned in the UK. It's too big of a cash cow. And the people that are making the noise are not ones to play video games anyway. And they seem to be forgetting that the power lay with the consumer. They don't have to try to ban it, just simply don't fucking buy it. Because the age-old argument of, violent video games force people to do violent things, and if we didn't have violent video games, then we wouldn't have all this crime and murder, and that's bullshit. We all know it's absolute fucking bullshit. So that doesn't have a leg to stand on. So, I really don't think you're going to see a ban of Modern Warfare 3 in the UK. It's not going to happen. It's too big of a deal. And there would be way too many people pissed off about it. So there you go. There you have it. That's it. That's all I really have to say on that. For my loyal watchers who actually watch my videos all the way till the end, now comes the update section. I've been really, really busy lately, and I've been having to work quite a bit, which is why my videos have slowed down. I've been looking through a lot of unread messages and stuff that I never really had a chance to get through, and finding a lot of rant requests that I have never really gotten a chance to answer. Haven't even mentioned that this is a rant request. Information for the requester is linked in the description box as per usual. So, but yeah, I'm going to try to clear out some of the rant request backlog, so most of the upcoming videos in the near future are going to be rant requests. I apologize if that disappoints people, but I don't see how they're any different than my normal normal rants. It's just me acknowledging that I got the idea of the topic from someone else. But whatever. So there you go. There you have it. I'm RantingRamsay. That is all.
Hey, did you get all that, man?